Alright lads, how you doing? Welcome to Baggy TV, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are having a good day. You know what lads, normally when I make a video I choose one or two stories that I want to talk about. Today's video I've got quite a few stories. There's a lot of news currently going around Chelsea, and I'm going to be talking about a few of them. A few that are quite important. So I'm going to be talking about Kai Havertz and some developments regarding him, but we seem to be doing that pretty much every other video. We'll be talking about Willian, Alonso, and I'm also going to be addressing Oblak and Marina and the Russian, Abramovic, and their approach in regards to transfers in the next window. So before we get into the video lads, give it a like, comment on it, share it on your social media platforms, and if you're new, subscribe and turn that bell notification button on. So sit back and enjoy. So I'm going to start with the Kai Havertz story. What is the update regarding Kai Havertz? You see, Leverkusen have announced that they're sticking with their £90 million evaluation of the lad. Is it pounds or euros? Yeah, either one. They're sticking with their 90 million evaluation of the lad. But there is a twist. They are prepared to accept installments now. You don't have to pay that amount up front, which is one of the stumbling blocks for Chelsea, because Chelsea were prepared to pay a chunk of money, but not that much, not 90 million, not in one go. So that was a stumbling block. So apparently Leverkusen have relaxed that regulation, that requirement, and they'll accept installments, which is good, right? No, it's not. And I'll tell you why it's not. Because Real Madrid were having issues in the payments. Real Madrid said we'd want to go for Havertz, but we'd want to pay in installments over a couple of years, and also throw in a swap deal with that. And that was an issue when it came to Real Madrid approaching Havertz. So the fact that Leverkusen have said they'll accept installments is a good thing, and it's also a bad thing for our transfer. Now, I know a lot of people are looking at this, yes, this is a very good thing for Chelsea. A lot of the media outlets are reporting this as being, a boost for the chance of Chelsea to sign the player, blah, blah, blah. You could say that if there was no competition to sign the lad, but there is, in the form of Real Madrid. So I've read a lot of articles over the past couple of days indicating that Havertz and Chelsea have agreeing terms, or very close to it. I've read a lot of articles suggesting that the lad's heart is set on coming to Stamford Bridge, coming to Chelsea, partnering up with Warner. So I've read a lot about that. So me personally, I'm inclined to believe Havertz is coming. Havertz is coming to Chelsea, and he's coming to Chelsea to partner with his mate. And he also knows coming to Chelsea is a better move for him in regards to his future. I'm sure there's people around Havertz that are speaking sense into the man's head. I'm telling him, look at Lukajovic before you, look at other players before you. They went to Real Madrid too early and their careers went down the drain, and you don't want that to happen to you. When you go to Real Madrid, give it a couple more years, become a more established name, a more established player, and maybe somewhere down the line, if you have a dream to play for Real Madrid, then do it then. So I have a feeling Kai Havertz is coming to Chelsea based on that side of the story. The fact that it would be the right thing for him to do, and people talking sense into him. In regards to the payments, in regards to Chelsea pursuing this, yeah, it's happening. And last, the last story I'm going to be addressing in this video will be about Marina and Abramovic and their transfer philosophy moving forward. So that's going to be tied into a lot of these stories, including the Kai Havertz one. Now, the second story I want to talk about is the Willian contract. Now, we all know Willian has been negotiating terms with Chelsea regarding his future at the club and extending his contract. As you know, his contract finishes at the end of the season. Now, that isn't the case though, lads. You see, Willian hasn't discussed his contract since he's come back from lockdown. It was discussed just before he went back to Brazil when lockdown happened. It was discussed during lockdown, apparently via email, via phone, etc., etc. But since he's come back, there hasn't been official discussion regarding it. I know Lampard said that he has spoken to him about, extending and future and whatnot, but not in the official capacity where they sit down and get the contracts out and they discuss, this, that, and the other. That hasn't happened, and it's been reported today that Willian is waiting for that, and Willian is waiting for the last offer to be given to him. Upon that, he will decide whether he stays or whether he goes. And it seems like he is still sticking to his 3-year demand. Personally, I can't see Chelsea giving him 3 years. And the fact that they've offered him 2 years is a lot more than what they offered to his predecessors in the past. So Willian needs to doubly evaluate his situation. And lads, there's a lot more alternatives to Willian. And if we look at the Willian contract, what they'd be offering him, I'd be inclined to go somewhere else. And for example, Said bin Rahma. A lot of people were saying, yeah, but Willian is free, exit his contract. It's not that simple, lads. You see, Willian's contract will be extended if the deal is reached without paying any money as a transfer fee. But there is monies that will be paid. A signing on bonus, a massive salary, and also the other bonuses that will be thrown in to make it a little bit more enticing for the lad. While as Said bin Rahma, his contract may be half the price of what Willian will be getting, and the transfer fee is a one-off payment which is quite negligible if it's in the region of £20 million, which is the figure that's been thrown around right now. So that's the Willian story. Moving on, Alonso. Now we all know about Emerson Palmieri's links to Inter Milan and other clubs in Serie A. Alonso is being touted also by clubs in La Liga. The latest one being Seville. Seville is interested in getting the man because they have players moving on at their club, left backs, and they want to bolster their squad by acquiring Marcos Alonso. So there is interest in Marcos Alonso also. Now the key thing is this, there's been a lot of clubs interested in Marcos Alonso, as well as Emerson. So don't be surprised, lads, to see both Emerson and Marcos Alonso being sold, and for us to acquire 2 new left backs, or maybe 1 really good left back and bring up Maatsen into the first team. But there is going to be a lot of adjustments in that position. And to be honest with you lads, Marcos Alonso moving on, I can see it happening. Personally, I'm not sure how I feel about it because Marcos Alonso does offer us a lot moving forwards, not so much in defense, and that has been a positive attribute to his game. That being said, next season we're going to have a lot of players who can offer us that attacking capability up front, and really we'd be looking at our left back and right back to be a little bit more defensive in their approach to the game, if you see what I mean. Since we have so much attacking players, we do need to have some defensive players, and Marcos Alonso may not fit that style of play next season. So that is something that is also going to be looked at, and it seems like Seville are interested. So if they're interested, make us an offer, Seville. You never know, we might just want to sell that lad. Now 2 topics left, Oblak, and then we're going to be talking about Marina and the Russian. So Oblak, his story, initially a lot of people when they reported it, including myself, we thought it's just hype, it's just gossip, it's just paper talk. It might be, but it may also be something else, because a lot of people at Atletico Madrid are taking the time to comment on it. Simeone, his assistant, and others, they're commenting on the story, and they're saying it's not a surprise that good clubs, the best clubs in Europe, are interested in some of their top players, as it happens every season with big clubs wanting top talent, and Atletico Madrid has abundance of talent. So he's not surprised about it. So he's not denying it. He's not saying no, it's not happening, it's not true. He's saying he's not surprised. Therefore, Chelsea are actually interested in getting Oblak. Is this real? Is this swap deal really a possibility? If it is, I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued, and I'm very excited, because if Chelsea can get Oblak for the outstanding balance of Morata, throwing Kepa, you know what? I wouldn't even mind paying a couple of million just to sweeten the deal. Be honest with you, but not more than that. Not more than that. So, would that be enough? Would that be enough? You know, a few million, Kepa, the Morata money. Would that be enough? If it is enough, bring him in. Welcome Oblak to Chelsea. Personally, I've been leaning towards the Onana situation, Onana deal, but I'll be more than happy to see Oblak coming in if we can get him with a deal like that. So that's my take on that story. Alright, now the last one. Marina, Grabaskaya and Roman Abramovic approach to the next transfer window. You see, a lot of us have been pushing hard for our club to improve in our defense, to implement a strategy where we get defenders coming in rather than be looking at all these attacking players. A lot of us have said this. I've said this. You've said this. Most of us have said this. But has anybody been listening? Apparently they have. Apparently Marina Grabaskaya over the weekend has been talking about us needing to improve our defense and us needing to look at decent defenders, good defenders, bring in some new defenders. Marina's been saying that. Abramovic is the one who has been talking the talk when it comes to Oblak. A lot of senior Chelsea lads, ex-Chelsea players have been talking about the importance of us bolstering our defence. Therefore, lads, I think we need to be confident and we need to be positive in regards to the future of our defence, because I think we're going to see some big changes and big signings when it comes to defenders. When it comes to defenders in the next window. That is the feeling that I'm getting. And you see, lads, there's a lot of players going to be going out. There's a lot of players that are going to be sold. You see, a lot of you are thinking, where is all this money coming from to get all of these new players? We're getting, you know, Oblak, Havertz, Where's all this money coming from? Lads, Chelsea are going to overhaul their team. There's a lot of players leaving. There's a lot of players going out. I can name 6 players right now that I am 99.9% sure will not be wearing a Chelsea shirt next season. And it's not because they're out on loan, it's because they will be sold. So those players, and you all know who I'm talking about. Okay, they hold between 15 to 50 million pounds in value. When those players are sold, it's going to generate a lot of income that will be used to bolster and improve the team in general, and defense in particular, because I believe Abramovic and Marina are looking to bolster our defense and to improve our defense. And by the way, a story that came out today is suggesting that Man City are strongly linked with Koulibaly. So that's a story for you to look at. Anyway, lads, this video's dragged on a little bit, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope I've given you food for thought. And that is the main goal of my channel, lads, to give you something to think about, something to contemplate. And hopefully I've given you that. Hopefully I've given you something to ponder. And let's see what the result is. Appreciate you for being here. I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching my video. Take care, stay safe, and peace out.